Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Creators Nooked, and I'm your host, Radha Krishnan Chakyat. In today's micro podcast, I thought of talking about an important topic: collaboration in the world of photography. Specifically, we are going to talk about why true collaborations means mutual benefit, not just one party profiting while the other works for free. In the photography industry, the concept of collaboration is often misunderstood and unfortunately sometimes, or probably most of the times, misused. We've seen all those offers, right? Come collaborate with us. It will be a great exposure for you, and so on and so forth. Now, while exposure can indeed be valuable, it's crucial to recognize when it is used as a guise for free labor. Okay, so let's break down what true collaboration should look like. True collaboration is built on a foundation of mutual benefit. This means that both parties involved should gain some value from the partnership, from the collaboration. It's a two-way street where the exchange is fair and equitable. Let's think about this in the context of, let's say, a typical photography collaboration, okay? So imagine a photographer approached you by a brand or an influencer who wants to collaborate. They propose that you take photos for them, and in return, they will tag you in their social media posts or give you the credit in their marketing materials. At the first glance, this might seem like a good deal. After all, who doesn't want an exposure, right? But let's dig a little deeper. What exactly is what the brand or the influencer is getting? They are receiving professional grade photos that they can use to promote their products or personal brand, potentially generating revenue and increasing their following. Now, what are you as a photographer getting in return? Exposure. While the exposure can lead to future opportunities, it doesn't pay the bills or directly compensate you on your time, effort, and expertise. This brings to an important question again. Is the exchange of service fair? In many cases, the answer is no. When one party walks away with tangible benefits, like content that they can monetize, while the other party only gets exposure, the collaboration is inherently unbalanced. So, how do we ensure that collaborations are mutually beneficial? Well, there are a few points that you can consider. The first one can be clearly define the terms and expectations. Before you enter into a collaboration, both parties should sit down and clearly outline what each side is offering and what they can expect in return. This might involve creating a written agreement that details deliverables, timelines, compensation, etc. Transparency is key to ensuring that both parties feel valued and understood. Second, you must evaluate the real value of exposure. Exposure can be beneficial, but it shouldn't be the sole form of compensation. Consider the potential reach of the audience engagement that the exposure will provide. Will it genuinely lead to paid opportunities? Is the audience relevant to your niche or target market? Because the product and the manufacturer may be catering to an entirely different target audience altogether, where a credit that they give you or an exposure that they give you is probably meaningless. If the exposure is unlikely to translate into tangible benefits, it's worth negotiating for an additional form of compensation. Let's say something in return. Third one is never undermine your own value. As a photographer, your time, your skills, and your creativity are valuable assets. When you agree to work for free, you're essentially telling the industry that your work isn't worth paying for. This can lead to a dangerous precedent, not just for you, but for other photographers as well. Now, that's very important, okay? You must also, because you're a community, you should be responsible for a fellow photographer also, whose livelihood entirely depends upon the revenue or the earnings from photography as his profession. It contributes to a culture where artistic professionals are undervalued and exploited. So, what you have to do is, number 4, seek a win-win situation or a win-win solution. A true collaboration should leave both parties feeling satisfied. If a brand or an influencer cannot offer monetary compensation, perhaps they can provide other forms of value, such as products, services, or opportunities for skill development, for example. The key is to find a balance where both parties feel that they are gaining something worthwhile from the collaboration. In conclusion, a true collaboration in photography or any creative field, say modeling for example, makeup for example, is about mutual respect and benefit. It's about recognizing the value that each party brings to the table and ensuring that the exchange is fair and, like I said, equitable. So, by advocating for fair compensation and setting clear boundaries, we can help foster a culture that respects and values artistic professionals. So the next time someone offers you a collaboration, take a moment to assess whether the terms are truly beneficial for both parties. Don't be afraid to negotiate and stand up for your worth. Remember, your skills and creativity deserves to be respected and compensated fairly. Thank you for tuning into this micro podcast by Pixel Village. If you enjoyed this discussion, if you think you have benefited from what we've discussed today, please subscribe and share. And also, if you can, please leave a review. As always, keep capturing those beautiful moments. I'll see you in another podcast or a micro podcast very soon. Bye for now.